running around, brothers gather around, always looking at me up and down, looking at my.
So you've just signed up for your 4th dating site. All the other ones have had no luck. But this one, you find someone. You two like anime, right? You're like, yo, I can dig some Dragon Ball, FLCL, Fooly Cooly, you know, One Piece, what have you. But there's one thing that all animes have in common is, if you're making curry, it is the best shit in the world.
今日の夕食はカレーだぞ。
僕はカレーが大好きだ。おい、ラムス、今日はカレーだぞ。マジか。
So I'm going to show you how to make some Bachelor curry. So the things you'll need for this recipe. Start off with a spatula and a ladle and a big old pot. I got an 8-quart pot here. It has to be with a lid because you need to simmer some shit. 2 tiny bowls, some vegetable broth, your curry of choice, 2 medium-sized onions. Don't get them too big or else you're going to be smelling like onion for a while. Some red potatoes, some rice. If you don't have a rice cooker, use one of these. It's a microwavable dish. You pop it in. It's basically the same, but rice maker makes a shitload more. And one of these. This is some broccoli and carrots in a steamer bag. This is a little lazy millennial hack. We're gonna steam them first to get them sort of soft. Also, the broccoli tends to hold onto the curry a lot with these florets. They're like little flavor bombs. Let's do it. No, don't send me a cease and desist, I'm sorry. We're going to dice one onion, and then we're going to quarter up another one. Just kind of cut it in like 4 pieces, 4 or 5 pieces. The reason being is we're going to add the diced onion first, sort of saute it, get them a little browned. As we add more vegetables to it, we're gonna add the big old chunks of onion, because big old chunks of onion is sort of a staple in curry. Just gonna pop this in the microwave. Alright, so when your oil's nice and heated, you're gonna take your diced onion, get it sizzling, you know what I'm saying? So our goal is to get it nice and brown, or at least a little bit darker. Here you can add some seasonings to the base. This is togarashi, gives it a nice little peppery flavor. Pepper flavor always goes well with curry. Black peppercorn in there as well. I like pepper so much, in high school they called me the sneeze. See that? It's right about where we want to be. Once they've been in here for about 5 minutes, we're gonna add the stock.
5 minutes later.
Looking pretty good so far. In goes the vegetable broth, and we're just gonna pour it in until it's, I'd say about a 1/4 inch above the vegetables. You technically can use water if you want, but I feel like the broth gives it a little bit more character, a little bit more flavor. Now you don't want to add too much or else it's going to be a little soupy. Bump up the heat to high until it starts boiling. Once it starts boiling, you're going to go ahead and cover it. Reduce the heat, let it simmer for 15 minutes. Oh yeah, also check on it every couple minutes and stir it. It's important. Right, so after 15 minutes has passed, you should see a nice looking curry base. Very chunky. Give it a little stir. So, here is the curry. We're gonna just break it a little bit. Don't let it fool you. It is not chocolate. It would be very, very bad chocolate. Just go ahead and drop these. All right. So now what we're gonna do is kind of push them down into the middle of this whole base that we've created, sort of let them melt a bit because you do not want to leave chunks of curry roux because that would be very disappointing. So like 1 or 2 minutes passed, you can start stirring. You should see little melted blocks of the curry roux, and the whole room should start smelling very good at this point. Basically just stir pretty much constantly for the next like minute and a half or so, kind of let it sit and simmer a bit, let it thicken up, and then we're pretty much done. Oh yeah, leave the lid off at this point, let it simmer down. Being that the curry is almost done, load them on up with some rice. Scoop about, I'd say about 3 scoops, or spatulas, whatever you want to call this, and just sort of cram it into one side of the bowl, make a little border. Looks like that. Alright, so the curry is pretty much done. So we're gonna take the trusty old ladle. Oh yeah, it's nice and thick. Just kind of pour it into the side. Get a little bit of sauce in there. Top it off. It's beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and top it off with some togarashi. A little bit over the curry, some over the rice. And just for dramatic effect, we'll put some sesame seeds in there. There you have it. A nice quick and easy curry to win the heart of your online date. Whoa.